Hello again. I didn't think I was going to make three videos today, but this is a compliment to the Anxiety Strikes Your Soul video. Um, as you saw in the video, I was feeling pretty bad. The spiritual anxiety, feeling that God doesn't love me, feeling like I'm unworthy of God. And I went to Lenten Vespers at my church today. And the songs and the prayers, spoke out to me. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. John 8:12. And our prayer of confession. You send us the spirit of courage, but we are afraid. You send us the spirit of truth, but we believe Satan's illusions and lies. You send us the spirit of healing, but you keep our wounds deeply hidden. I believe I fall for Satan's lies, that I'm unworthy, that I will just screw up again, that God doesn't love me. And then they had Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound. And Amazing Grace was written by a former, I think it was English, slave trader who was born again and became a minister. "'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. And then it brought me back to the hour I first believed. When I prayed really hard for the first time, and God opened up to me, and I knew that God was the solution to most problems, and that He loved me, and that He died for me." And then, on another meditation, "For God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through Him." I condemn myself all the time. Many Christians do. Periods of self-loathing. But then I'm thinking, if Jesus came to love the world and not condemn it, am I acting like I know better than Jesus by condemning myself? And I started to feel peace. I started actually to cry. I've never had cries of tears of joy before. It was just beautiful. And then they had Psalm 18:16-19. "He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of dear waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who was too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me into a spacious place. He rescued me because He delighted in me." God delights in us. So whatever our enemy is, whether it's an addiction to porn, whether it's an addiction to alcohol, whether it's anxiety, whatever keeps you up at night, whatever keeps you away from God, He is stronger than that. And then there was a song, "You're Not Alone." His arms are, I can't sing, His arms are holding you. His love will see you through. When you smile and you laugh, but you're faking, 'cause you don't know how you're going to make it. You feel so much pain and you can't see a way. You're not alone. You're not alone. And God is with us. God is always with us. We sometimes don't see. We cling to our shame. We cling to our pain. will keep running from Babylon. But as God through Jeremiah told King Hezekiah, or Zedekiah, surrender to Babylon. You'll be captive, but you and your family will be safe. I'll be with you. But he didn't. He tried to flee to Egypt. His sons were killed and he was blinded. God will be in whatever terrible circumstances you are. He will console. When tears of loss and loneliness ensnare you, know as a child of God you're not alone. When life brings storms of pain and deep despair, God's voice will calm rough waters. Peace, be still. And the thing is, I felt at peace. I felt what God's peace is. I know that it will fade. I know that my anxiety will rear its ugly head. I know. But I also know He is with me. And He fights for me. He walks with me in my pain. He walks with you too. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to be plagued by anxiety. God loves you.